Good morning, or just a minute or two into afternoon. It's time for our noon rite again. And for our little field trip, I wanted to show you how my sycamore fig trees are doing. Now, if you've been watching, you know that I had a very positive experience with sycamore figs in Egypt when I was there in March, just before everything closed down. And as a result of this, I was inspired to get these cuttings. I had them sent from Israel, which, while it's not quite Egypt, at least is in that part of the world. And so now I have potted these yesterday, and you can see that these are the cuttings. They don't have roots yet, and they were sent to me sealed with wax on the top, which I am informed will gradually wear away as they hopefully start to grow. And I actually covered them up last night because it was quite cold here for July. We were down into the low 50s, and I was afraid that they were going to get cold. So I covered them up with this nice leopard scarf. I'm going to leave them out today, and I'll see if it gets cold tonight. And they're still pretty moist, but I'm going to be watering them too, just to make sure that they get off to a good start. I followed the instructions and put a little rooting hormone on them. All these things are brand new to me. But I should say that at least in the Middle Ages, the goddess Isis was known as a grafter of fruit trees. So I'm hoping that I'm, somehow a little bit ahead by being in resonance with Isis, so that I can get these to properly take. And aren't they cute? So I'm going to leave the cover off of them for now, and we'll go and do our noon rite. Our noon moon rite. There we go. There's actually a phrase in ancient Egyptian for the moon at noon. And so perhaps that's what I'm thinking of today. And as I mentioned last time when I was talking about the sycamore figs, in the old days in Egypt, a lot of wealthy people had them in their gardens because they were considered very good to eat. And of course they can be used medicinally, which is my intention with these. And so kind of like having a pool guy, if you were, kind of upper middle class here, you would have your pool guy come and do your pool. Well, the ancient Egyptians had their sycamore fig guy who would come and tend to their sycamore fig trees, because they don't ordinarily ripen properly. You actually have to slit each sycamore fig to make it ripen. So you would have your sycamore fig guy come, and he would slit your figs. And then a few days later, I assume he would come back and harvest them and hand you a bowl of figs, and then slit the other ones that had gotten ready now. So it was a big thing. Alrighty. Ooh, I have one congregant coming, rushing to the temple. And he'll be my only congregant today. We're still on strong restrictions for religious rites in this area. Okay, there we go. And I will get us some incense going from another one of my favorite trees, the sandalwood. As always, I kind of blow it out by doing an ankh or other sacred symbol. You can do that too if you like. I'm going to set that for a second and go light our fire candle in the fire quarter. It was very nice. We got sent a big donation of candles recently, so I'm grateful to Ellie for providing that. We go through a lot of them here. that reminds me, if you are ordering something on Amazon and you'd like to send us some candles or something else that we use regularly in our temple, that is always so welcome. But there's another way that you can help us through Amazon. We are part of the Amazon charity program, and if you go to smile.amazon.com, anything you order, automatically we get a tiny percentage of. So it's a way of helping support the temple when you're just making your ordinary purchases, and it does add up over the course of a year. And you don't pay anything additional. It comes out of Amazon's profits. So I'm all in favor of that. And so just if you are ordering something for yourself on Amazon, go to smile.amazon.com. Exactly the same thing comes up for you, same prices, same choices, but you have the option of selecting Temple of Isis as a charity. So just select Temple of Isis as your charity, and you can send us a little bit of whatever you're purchasing at that moment. And they have a huge list of other charities too. You don't always have to do us, though of course we would love it if you did. But if you feel like you want to send money to something else, like Doctors Without Borders or hundreds of different charities, you can do that. Just go through smile.amazon.com instead of regular amazon.com. As I say, it costs you nothing. It comes out of Amazon's portion, and it can really help, especially smaller groups like us. So thank you. That's the commercial message for the day. All right, let us begin. Divine Isis, goddess of 10,000 names, I invoke your grace. Come to your temple, O goddess, dwell in your shrine. Make our hearths your altars, our hearts your home. Bring vision and healing to those who use this shrine. Give us wisdom and unveil the truth, and with thy feathery wings protect us. Breathe into us the breath of life and health and strength. It is noon, let us celebrate the moon. Let us celebrate the stars, no matter where they are. It is noon, let us celebrate the sun that shines on everyone. Let us celebrate our day as we go upon our way. It is noon, it is noon, it is noon. Alrighty, and now it's time for our daily words. And we've already got words coming in, yay! Okay, from Linda. Hello, Linda. It's Bast brings joy. And she does. Bast brings joy, Bast brings joy, Bast brings joy. And from Marky, keep first responders safe. Yes, keep first responders safe, keep first responders safe, keep first responders safe. And right now, that totally includes all of the doctors, emergency room personnel, EMTs, everyone that's rushing trying to cope with this terrible pandemic. So in addition to our other first responders, especially the medical ones, keep them safe. And from Linda, sand, water, and stars. Sand, water, and stars. Sand, water, and stars. Sand, water, and stars. And from Phoenixa, eschew toxic abusers. Eschew toxic abusers. Eschew toxic abusers. Eschew toxic abusers. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to use the word eschew, which I'm not sure I've ever spoken aloud before, so thank you. Anybody else out there? Well, happy week's beginning. Happy week's beginning. Happy week's beginning. Happy week's beginning. And as I've mentioned before, I always enjoy doing the noon rite, especially on Mondays when we're kind of all gearing up for the week. Though so many of us are in different work situations right now, I'm not sure that it has quite the same oomph as it usually does, because we're all on such bizarre schedules. So anyway, alrighty. I don't see anybody else coming through at the moment, so we'll go on and we'll start honoring the directions. Let us put the incense in the east. Let us honor the east, element of air with the winds ever blowing. And we honor the south, element of fire with the flames ever glowing. And we honor the west, element of water with the rivers ever flowing. And we honor the north, element of earth with the seeds ever growing. And we honor the spirits above and below with the wisdom ever knowing. And we honor our bodies both without and within with the love forever showing. For we come into this world with all these gifts and more, our very own special essence. Let us thank the goddess for that which she bestows. Let us go forth refreshed and renewed with dedication to preserve and protect all life, for we are all children of Isis, the great Mother Goddess. Alrighty. And today, being Monday, it is our special day for asking for miracles. And as always, I think I speak for many of us, I ask for the miracle of this pandemic ending. There are some, tiny bits of hope in that we seem to be better at healing it, better at working at it. They're developing treatments. There's some good news about vaccines coming out in just the last few days that looks like that's going a little faster. So here's hoping that we really get a handle on this in the days and weeks to come, and that we're able to put this behind us soon. So that's the miracle that I ask for today. So anyone else have a miracle that they want to ask for? And it could be anything at all. Sometimes small things are miracles to us too. So, alrighty, I'm not seeing any miracle requests. If these are unspoken requests for positive things, I ask that those miracles may occur. And as always, our prayers for ourselves, may they apply to those that have none to pray for them and that may be in need of the energy that we can provide. Jeff is asking for the miracle of a new revolution of art and awareness. Oh, that's a good one. A new revolution of art and awareness, a new revolution of art and awareness, a new revolution of art and awareness. I know just in my own, as I purchase various things for different needs here and everything, I'm trying to, where I have the opportunity to purchase from an artist who's making something rather than purchase something just that's mass produced. And I know that many of our artists in this world just kind of live on subsistence wages from their work. And this is one way with things like Etsy and other places that you can support people that really do need the help. And they may not be the ones that are qualifying for any other help. So I think it's really important if we can, and if we have any, energy or money to share in that sense, that we go with those that are artisans and artists and designers and creative people, because they are having a very difficult time right now. So, all right. Any other requests for miracles today? Okay. I see Margarita's just arrived. Maybe she has a miracle to request. Okay. Alrighty, I believe that Phoenixa asks for keeping us safe from those who seem to want to help but wind up seeking unsuspecting victims. And, that's so true that sometimes it happens that, we think that we know it all and that we can help, we can rush to help. And sometimes we can. It shouldn't stop us from trying to assist. But sometimes our ego gets attached to wanting to help. And, we get quite upset if a person doesn't want our help or if our help isn't quite right or anything. And as soon as you start having those feelings, know that you're not quite in attunement with offering genuine help. And there's an art to it. And it's something that we're all still learning. But, it is important to make sure that the help that we wish to offer is actually the help that that person wishes to receive. And because then it will really help, whereas if it's forced help, it might not actually accomplish what it really is meant to. And so this is a good one for today. Number 23, I communicate with compassion. I communicate with compassion. I communicate with compassion. I communicate with compassion. Oh, and I'm so happy right now because our hanging crystal, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, I've got a little rainbow on me. It's like a little rainbow bug. Yeah, there we go. I love that. Rainbows are such positive symbols, and we associate them a lot with Lady Lorian, who loved rainbows, and also at one of her memorials, this whole little small temple was bathed in a rainbow for about 20 minutes. It was quite an amazing thing, and we all noted it and commented on it, and some people took pictures of it, and so it was really a very meaningful thing. So we definitely associate Lady Lorian with rainbows. And we have some words coming through from earlier from Arnie. The perfect help. The perfect help. The perfect help. The perfect help. Okay. All right. So I communicate with compassion. Compassion is a word equivalent to caring. It shows that you are concerned with the fate of another and you are able to speak in a manner that shows a deep understanding of any situation. Your intentions are to offer compassion in any conversation you may be engaged in. There are many instances where you can speak otherwise. People can be very annoying, and often they can even be downright rude and insulting. Still, you can dialogue with them in a compassionate way, and this could change the entire dynamic of the conversation. You can be the catalyst for creating a more compassionate form of communication. The word compassion is the cornerstone of most religions and holds an importance in the Asian concepts as well. Remember, as you go about your day and see situations that deserve to be addressed, look at the best way to approach the issue and always use the way of compassion. It seems like that's definitely tied into what we were talking about with help. Our help must be compassionate as well. All right. Is there anything else today that anyone wishes to share, request, ask for? If not, we'll begin the closing. Okay. Seems quiet. All righty. As always, we give our thanks to Lady Lorian for creating all of this, and thanks to all of our teachers, past, present, and future, that they may guide us, and to the gracious goddess Isis, in whom all things are possible. We give our thanks and ask your blessings. And for each and every one of us, for all that we do, both here and in the world, may our efforts be blessed. May our results be abundant. And may we go forth from this rite refreshed and renewed. Goddess bless you all. I hope you have a splendid day and a splendid week, and that all goes well, and that you accomplish more than you dreamed of, and that things are blessed and improving for everyone. All right. Thank you. Goddess bless.